What always drew me to songwriting was the ability to communicate in such a way that you could convey ideas without forcing it. They're kind of just like you just presented them, and there's a seductive element to it there as opposed to a subduing element, you know, and I really like that. It'd just be really hard to force your ideas on somebody with music. You know, they just turn it off, and that's that's all there is to it. So it's all on the songwriter. You know, it's just like, are they going to leave the song on even if they disagree? And ultimately, that's one of my biggest goals, is to find ways to bring people together that would be surprised to agree on something. You want to have lines that cut. You want to get people's attention, and I do my best to write stuff that really does reflect how I feel, or at least felt at the time, and tie it together with other outside concepts. I really think metaphor is a thing that brings people into this shared space. It's magic to me.
That old wind is blowing hard again, calling all men to the altar of perfume. In the deep end, you don't learn to swim, you just learn to use the brother next to you. When loving, it's fast becoming a foolish thing to do.
Or my music is the sound of a pacifist punching back. Because I feel like there's that image in my mind always kind of conjures up this feeling of, oh snap, like what just happened? Like where everything goes into slow motion and duality ceases to exist. And everything's only what it is, like with all of its tragedy and its pain and its victory all rolled up into one.
I used to keep my hopes and my beliefs in a place where even weeds wouldn't grow. So sure the end was nigh, built a cellar and planted all my seeds in stone. If I could do it again, I'd assemble all my sins and simply tell them all they were free to go. Oh, but I know all their names now. Oh, ain't it a shame how you get the fame when all you wanted was the glow? Ooh.
I want to know why people treat people the way they do. How we can expect goodness from each other when we've seen so much evidence to the contrary, even within ourselves, if we're honest. Until you go there, until you admit those truths, you can't even begin to start looking for redemption. I want to write about stuff where you can feel that search for justice, that search for truth, but you can also feel the loss that accompanies that pursuit. And you can feel the strain or the tension in looking for that in a world where gravity pulls the other direction. Grace is the force that changes realities by way of loving people who haven't earned it. And frankly, earned love feels weird anyway.
Some say you're a tyrant, some would swear you're dead. Some say every lie they speak are words that you once said. Though I know better now than to listen, oh Lord, sometimes I do. But I'm a dead man walking if I don't walk with you. So I ain't gonna let no stone, ain't gonna let no stone, ain't gonna let no like no storm, cry on my please.